Awesome, awesome. Just gonna be you and I today, I'm assuming. Steve won't let him come this week or next week apparently, because of his schedule, so. Rick? Rick? Fantastic. Stretching if you want. Take your time. Footwork, broken falls at your leisure. All right. Oh.
He would like over and went back and let her go. She's like, get off of me.
Any good ones?
Not really.
Hold on, let me see that. Looks like marble. Yeah.
This one's not too bad. I mean, here. Then he actually has a smile on the back. It still keeps doing that goofy face with a smile.
Yeah.
It's being funny.
He enjoys it.
He's enjoying it.
So how's life treating you?
Oh, it's all right.
So you say you were moving?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be moving to Lafayette.
Yeah. Without your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You got a place and everything all set up?
so yeah, it's just
By yourself, or you got a friend, or
renting a room.
renting a room? Okay.
Yeah, so a change.
Yeah, I'm sure, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know if I could live in a house other people actually had and I was just staying in a room. Honestly, I'll be honest, I don't think that would fit my personality.
Well, once I get this, once I actually start this new job,
Yeah,
should be. I'll be making 1.5 times what I'm making now. So
yeah, so,
I'll figure it out.
yeah, I hear you there, I hear you there.
So,
Yeah. So you based in Lafayette,
um,
or that just happens to be where?
so Unit 3 is the one I'm going to. It's out of West Lafayette, technically.
Okay,
So it's like essentially right down the road. I mean, it's like 15 minutes away from
Okay, yeah.
So it's nothing too crazy. So
did you have an option, or is that just where they put you?
that was the option. But I could have gone to Crawfordsville or I mean they've got it's like the entire western side of the state is all one
Okay.
region. So
Okay.
but yeah, they've got a bunch of different stuff everywhere. So they just put you where they put you. So. I should still be able to.
Yeah.
thing that would keep me is if I get called in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about it, yeah, so. So if a truck decides to roll over. then-
Yeah. So what are you gonna be like one of the road crew or?
I'm here inside,
Okay.
fixing, potholes, the steel barrier that they put in the middle of
Yeah.
65, fixing that stuff.
Okay.
Snowplow, and all that stuff, so.
Okay.
It's just,
So you're gonna be busy in the winter time?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the hard part.
Yeah.
Is the 3 to 4 months of winter, that'll be good, so.
Yeah, all right. Well, it sounds like fun. It's okay for a young guy, I don't know. To do all that at this point. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the Barai.
Okay.
We're gonna work the three Barai real quick. So go ahead and, I'm sorry. We're gonna work the Barai, and then I've got 3 different ways we're gonna work into it, so. 1,
2 is.
inside, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5, yes, good, this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, good, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 3 different, we're going to use that and transfer into either Koshi or Seyo, just as, because that's what I started with. So any of you want, I'm going to use the inside sweep here, like this one here. So I go to inside sweep. There's 3 different, make sure I say this correctly. Got 3 different variations. Okay. So using the Barai to go into another technique, we can either fake the technique, like I can go here and then switch in, or I can just miss the thing totally unintentionally, but miss it, and it misses and go into the technique. Or it can be unsuccessful. I'm here and it doesn't work, so I just switch into the technique. So fake it, miss it, or it just doesn't work, are the 3 reasons why we can go for a Barai and then switch to something else. So with this, like I said, I'm going to use the sweep. I miss it on purpose and go into a hip throw, or I miss it on purpose and go into the Seyo throw. Or I can fake it like I'm going in here like this and just boom, boom, and catch it and go into it. Or I can try it and you're steadfast, I'm like, shit, and I just, okay, boom, and I just go into it that way. All right, so we're gonna work those 3. So we'll have you do the fake, the miss, and the unsuccessfulness. You can do it in any order you want, it doesn't really matter.
Do you want it to be from technique 2?
We're gonna start just for the training process with 2 because it flows into it, yes, yes.
Okay. All right, so that, so only, so you're doing the Koshi thing.
Yeah, if you want it, yeah, you can either leave that there or depending, so if I.
This is like the Seyo.
Yes, but, all right, so I'm not saying we're gonna stay strictly to the required techniques for the Aiki black belt stuff. So let's say I'm here, or maybe grip here, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'm gripping here, it doesn't really matter. I have a tendency to just lay my hand here without grabbing because I want to be able to be movable, and not grip. Because from here, I got a really nice height. Boom. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm here, I just got my hand laying here, I sweep it and miss, and now I plant here. So here I can go with the Koshi with the hip throw,
Yeah.
or I can leave it here and hit here. Or even if this is still here, you know, I'm gonna have to bring it under and hit here to roll with the sayo. So you don't have to necessarily like go here and here and here and boom. Just hit the technique in general. It doesn't matter what variation or a different variation than what we train regular.
So honestly, I mean,
Boom, boom, yes,
wish you luck.
yes.
So, because you already have this handle here.
Yes.
You're just doing it inside rookie.
Yes, so if you're gonna try to hit 5, boom, and that doesn't work, then you can just hit this Hiji or whatever you want to go into it, absolutely.
Doesn't work. And then, I mean, I like doing this.
Yes.
But I feel like it's kind of far away.
Boom, boom there. Good.
Yeah, so. We have the, this.
Yep. Yeah, no.
It's kind of like a ring.
Yeah,
It's more like a ring.
it's like, well, it's an rimming and a sayo all together.
Yeah.
Because you're using the rimming, but you're also putting your hips in there, so, yeah.
So, yeah, I did that to somebody once.
I bet it wasn't, yeah.
He had just gotten back from basic.
Oh, yeah, you just, yeah.
They were doing the math stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So, he so I need to do Koshi for there. So I can do.
All you gotta do is just switch your leg to the outside, right there. Boom, yeah. You can hit, yeah, if you're gonna hit the Koshi, just roll me off of your hip, or even though Koshi is actually the hip, it could also go down to the leg and make it more of an ashi nage, but honestly, the only real difference between me hitting a Koshi, so I come in here like this and I hit Koshi here with my hip, or if it slides down to my leg, it's really the same thing, just instead of using my hip, I'm using my lower leg or my upper leg.
This one doesn't work.
Boom there, yeah, boom, and then straight in there, yes. All right, let's go off this side.
I don't know what to do. So, here, I'm trying to think of things I haven't done yet. Sam. What's the twist up there?
Yes.
Sure. So,
Oops,
I messed up the note.
that's quite all right. That's what it's for, to grab, twist, and
It's
pull.
part of the basis of the technique. They have to fix their wardrobe.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then we have this one. Oh, I really like the Fiji.
Yeah.
Is that what we did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it just seems really, really fun. So, and then I miss it.
There you go,
So,
yeah.
I wonder, there's a different sound. I mean, you could almost do the underarm.
When you can, yeah, just be careful about putting me on this side of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm in here like this here, and I sweep it and miss, then I have this here, and just put my hip in here, boom. Or I like the lower leg and just boom, twist like that. I will use the leg, even if I do go for the Koshi, if I'm not gonna be able, because it would be difficult for me to pick you up and throw you rather than, I mean, I could do it if I had to, especially if you were moving and there was a little more activity involved. Just from a straight like this, it'd be hard for me to pick you up and throw you with a Kote or anything.
Yeah.
But I can use my more lower, so I sweep and I miss and I come in here and this right here. Yeah, that will drop you.
Yeah.
So, but I'm using more of a leg technique than my hip technique.
Yeah.
With the Sayo version of it, I come in here, boom, I'm like this. I just swoop under here, grab here, lower you up and just boom, try to hip throw you. Again, I wouldn't want to try to hip throw from a stationary position like that unless I absolutely had to.
Yeah. So this,
There you go. Boom, bam. So, yeah, I just want to get across the three. You either fake the technique and move into something else, or you completely miss it, or you attempt it and it's unsuccessful, so you move into something else. We'll play with that a little bit more. I'll let you and Steve, once he...
I want to see a scorpion from that one.
Do I now? Oh, yes. Wham. Let's see here. Here. Okay. So, we do Rokyo. Yeah. We do a simple Rokyo here. Comes across. Boom here. And I have it locked up right here, right? We don't really practice the more basic version of it just here. Just boom, this is it. We don't have to move anywhere. I have you locked up. Do it off the other side. So I'm here, boom, and I have you locked up right here.
Yeah.
So this here is basic Rokyo position here. So, and I don't really say, okay, well, there's the Rokyo right here. This is actually Rokyo right here. I can hold it however I want to hold it. It doesn't matter. I got you locked up with Rokyo from here. The three things we do is lay down and fall on you, go down to keys off, or we just stand here and push you away.
Yep.
Those are the three. I noticed that I don't really pause just on the boom, boom, this technique right here, and we leave it right here. Boom, and I come up, and I'd probably hit more of an Ikkyo, stationary Ikkyo here, or pop it into a kaiten right here and lock it up. So, just so that we're clear, although we do have just the three variations, boom here, and this actually is the first in stability, which would be 0 really, I guess, in the way I count them.
Yeah.
Boom, here would be 0. Then 1 would be the laying down, 2 would be the keys off, 3 would be the position that we have, and the throw.
Yeah.
So, I was watching a video. I don't remember what it was called.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was. And it was a ninjutsu video. And they weren't doing anything else other than, they didn't call it Rokyo.
Yeah.
They had a different technique name for it. But they were locking up just like this and holding you right here, and that's really where they stopped. Right here is where the technique. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I said, I focus so much on the three, technically the third one would be the standing technique, but we push and throw away from there. So I wanted to make sure that I got into the boom here, that I guess technically this would be position 0,
Yeah.
since I've already got 1, 2, and 3, and I don't want to jack around with altering all of that. So this would be the position right here for the lock, which actually really flows into Nikyo right here and Ikkyo as a standing position where we stay. So an Ikkyo Nikyo is Rokyo Sono-san. That's confusing, right? You weren't paying attention? Okay, so Rokyo is like this boom, we punch, and I lock him up here. And the first technique is we lay on them, drop to the ground, or we go down Keysaw, break it there, or we just hang on to it and push them away. That's the three Rokyo well, we got 6 of them, but that's the three locks that we do. But I don't really focus on, boom, just this lock here as a separate individual technique in of itself, because we move into one of the 3 variations. But if this was, and this is really going to end up being Rokyo 0, the basic, which is actually the 3rd one. But we have a Nikyo here, and we have an Ikkyo here. So Rokyo Sono San is an Ikkyo Nikyo combination. And then you just push them away with that. Confusing, right? Yeah. So I have to unconfuse that. But I want you to work Rokyo just as that 0 position without going into any of the throws. Boom, boom. Yeah, and then you lock that up with like a Nikyo and an Ikkyo together. Yeah, this is actually Rokyo. This is it.
Okay. Now, traditionally, would they like lay on it like this?
You could.
Because I feel like they do a lot of this like stuff.
Yes, because what happens is, if you look at it, so I'm here, and I have a block here, and then a block there where there's another one of those blocks here. And then I'm just gonna come in and block you up with the Nikyo, and I can just lay here. Now, as I've said before, it rolls off. When I first learned Ikkyo, it was like this. Like that. Now, you can get good enough to where you put the right amount of pressure on that, where you roll the muscle and you don't slide off.
I will say that hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt. Yes. We were mean and violent. This version, and I'll try not to rough it up, we roll here like this and roll down. Now, you have to get accustomed to that pressure so that it doesn't do that, right? So, I was having too many students do that, and all you got to do is grab it, and now you got to lock it up and break it, right? Yes. So I wanted to come up with something that would stop that and be less painful, and this became Ikkyo right there. This became my basic Ikkyo without the pain and without, but that's Aikido. This one is more of a Rokyo. Oh, sorry. And roll right here, boom. This is more of an Aikijitsu version of it. And then I can go here like my passive version, or I can do the more non-passive, the more mean version, where I put more pressure here. If I wanted to be really mean, snap. That's when I put that boom into there. Boom. Yes, and then right there. Yes.
I mean, it fits really well.
Yeah. Roll my hand out this way a little bit. There you go. Yes.
It fits really well because from the punch you just press down.
Yes. So go ahead and keep that locked up here. So the only key you have to worry about is making sure I don't do this.
Yes.
Lock out and grab it. So we never did that. When I was working. Go ahead and. Well, let's go to the other side so the camera can see. So boom, like that, right? We never worked that. You do that.
Okay.
If you want, you can drive over to Judy's.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can roll. But the thing is and again, no one really thought about it until I came up with the idea that, hey, wait a minute, I'm just going to do this and lock you up, and now I'm going to break your arm.
It's the same issue with the Ikkyo.
Yes, and they're like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? Because that's not part of the technique. Yeah, but in real life, I'm doing it. I lock this up here. I got this, and then I can just go boom, boom, and there's Shiho right there, right? So they're like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, we don't do that. You don't do that. I'm going to do it all the time. So I wanted to come up with something to stop that.
Yeah.
And I needed something to keep the crazy teenagers from killing them. So that's when I came up with the more passive here. Because this doesn't hurt.
Not really.
Not at all.
As an intro technique as well.
But I control you.
Yeah.
And I have what I want right here. Now if I want to be mean, I can go snap or all this other stuff, but
As an intro technique too, having one that doesn't hurt is
yes.
phenomenal.
Yes.
So then people don't like, oh my God.
Yeah, if you do that and lock them up and they don't feel pain, then they're not gonna freak out.
Yeah.
You know, there's no pain there.
Not really.
Yeah. So I have you locked up. I have a good Ikkyo on you here. Now I can roll my hand here. Now I got a good Nikkyo and Ikkyo, which is somewhat of a Rokyo without me doing the falling or the breaking. So I have this. Now I can remain here and take you to the ground by either stepping this direction and taking you down, or drawing you off this direction and taking you down. Or if you want to get up and either I don't choose to or I can't stop you, boom, boom, and then I just lock that into this new little shiro right here and go into the shiro. Oh wait, I'll go back to the Ikkyo right there. And bam! Yeah, and then you gotta stop me from grabbing that. And that right there stops me from grabbing it.
I wonder how hard would it be to grab like that?
For me?
Yeah. You're just looking, okay, yeah. So,
Because I'm not moving, I'm not doing this. Go ahead and lock that up again, like I said. I'm not doing this,
yeah.
right? I'm doing this.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm locking you up.
Because that was just fist into the crook where the armpit meets the
Yeah,
back.
even if I can't grab
Yeah,
it, you know, let's say I can't get to it.
yeah,
All I gotta do is this.
pretty much.
I'm bringing this in, and then I'm going like this here.
Yeah.
And I'm reversing it. And then when you try to reverse it, I'm like, okay. And I go straight into Shiho, right? So, I'll do it to you. Boom, boom. Let's go the other direction so the camera can see. Boom, boom. I go into you and I'm here, and then you try to reach in, just reach in without, see, you can't really, but bend your elbow this way, and then roll me into, and you boom, right into, see? So that encourages a reverse, and you can do that whether or not, boom, boom.
When you do this.
From here.
Unless you like really push down.
And you can even from here, you know, I can reverse it.
Yeah.
Now here, you've given me even a better thing.
Yeah.
Because now I've got locked up here, and then I just lock up the hand here, and then I go up. And I hit you with the Remy. Yes, I'll get it out of here. So if you do step in front of me, so boom here, you don't step in front of me. All right. So and let's say I don't even think about the lower legs. I can just bend here, and when I bend, I grip.
Yeah.
So let's turn more towards the camera so when you have me locked up here, I'm gonna grip this here and bend my elbow up, and then I can just lift you up and reverse you into the Ikkyo yourself. But you can reverse that. You can reverse my reverse and hit me with a Shiho. So boom, boom. You pop me with Rokyo. I say, okay, I'm just gonna go into Ikkyo, so I roll you into Ikkyo, and then you just roll me straight into the Shiho right there. Boom, just like that. So if it reverses, boom, boom, I hit Ikkyo, you roll in like you're gonna hit me with an Ikkyo. From here, I just shove it into your face, roll it back, and now I have Shiho Nage. I lock it up just like this here. And either at a Barai or an elbow. I love the elbow, so I'm gonna take it from here. Of course, I'm gonna grab it with both hands. Now I have the outside one, so I can just come up here and just go, boom.
shatter my jaw.
I can try. I can try.
So,
Boom, 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 like this, and I'm like, yeah, and there you go. So I start to reverse it, and then you just reverse that and right into a sheet hook. Yes. Boom. So once you hit that, go ahead and lock that sheet hook back up. There we go. So you can use your outside hand to lock it up there. And then from this one, just boom, yeah, just give me. Because really what you're doing is you're concerned I'm gonna punch you here, so you're just gonna cover. Just so happens your elbow pops me in the jaw. It's a coincidence, it didn't mean anything. Yeah, exactly. You were simply just attempting to stop a punch that could or could not come in.
exactly.
Plain and simple, so. That's a good flow. I like it. So, you go from Rokyo, boom, boom, you try to hit Ikkyo, so you go into Ikkyo, boom, boom, right there. Oh, I'm gonna pull back into Ikkyo, and then you can hit boom, boom. And then when you roll, I'm gonna pop into Shiho and drop you down. So it's a one-off. You do one thing, I do one thing, you do one thing until someone hits the ground, and that's the end of it. Yeah. So. Yes. Well, it works just as well with the Ikkyo. We just happen to be using Rokyo.
Static.
So this is the static position. This is the static position for Ikkyo. It can also be the static position for Rokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do is bend this, and since I don't have my hand underneath it, I'm just going to grab your thumb, come up here and try to hit Ikkyo here, so I get my Ikkyo. And once I get a hold of your thumb, lock it up. Now, I'm in front of you, right? So now all you got to do is just lock my leg up and drop me down, which will probably damage, if not break, my ankle. Yeah. And so when you go down, I'll go ahead and boom. So now we go down like this here, and then we go from that position.
So, do you think from this position,
Yeah, you can,
footwalk would work better? Or
if you can get it in, it's entirely up to what you get, what you have available to you.
Because we do both.
So boom, 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 and I go boom, 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 like that. Now I'm in front of you, so you can just simply lock that up and boom, and drop me like that if you want. Yeah. I have a tendency to be in front of the person, so I have to be aware of that. The good thing is
Most people out there.
morons out there have no
I mean,
idea.
they won't.
They
might try to grab your foot.
They could,
So,
as long as I don't let them.
yeah.
So boom, 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 I'll lock you in here, and I have you locked up here. Boom, and I'll step on the foot, or I'll be in front of the foot. Regardless, we'll go over here so you don't get that right away. And then you try to hit, you go into your Ikkyo reverse. There you go, boom, boom. And boom, boom. And we could do this all day long until you decide to go for your Ikkyo. And then I hit Shiho, boom, boom, right there. And there's that elbow, and there's the lock right here. Now, I don't actually have, I'm pinning your hand with my forearm now, because I'm grabbing your shoulder. Now I have the Barai in the elbow to the face and this lock, and my hands are still free.
Yeah.
So when your buddy comes up, I can drop you and then go to your buddy. I don't like grabbing as much as I like holding on to somebody without actual grips. Boom. Now from here, if I can get this and draw it down, then I can just lock you up with that right there. So boom, boom, and then bam, hit you with that. If I can't get to it, then that's when I grip, because now I've got a good grip here. Again, here's this lock.
Yeah.
I can just pop it here and just lock it like this and drop you. That does kind of hurt the ankle a little bit, so be careful when we train that. But I don't have to do that. I mean, I can sit here, or if I could, because if you're holding me, go ahead and hold me like you're, there you go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to move this leg. So the lock is good. But if I can get this, if I can move just enough like this, then I have a nice Barai right here that I can use. If I can get it up. Or if I can't, I'll just move into my own EQ and lock you up here. Which now I'm in front of you, but I'm not connected enough for you. You would have to physically move, and then I would feel that. And then I might go here. So now I've got this, and now I'm a little further away from you because now I know you're going to do something. And then I can just drop you here and throw you away from there. So be careful. Always evaluate everything someone does to you, so that you are aware of what potentially can come, so you're not shocked by anything. So in that case, I was a little further in front of you. Either it was done just because that's how it fell into place, or I'm baiting you and seeing if you're going to go for that. Most likely it's just how it landed. And if you take it, then I know, okay, well, boom, I'm just going to move into this version of the EQ and take you down. So boom, boom, oh wow. Boom. Now we're away from the camera again. Boom. So now I have it here, boom, like this. A little bit here. So that's when I can feel, if I don't move in, say that I stay out here for some freaking reason, I don't know, but there we go. Let's just say I do. If you start moving those feet, I feel that, and I can just back it up and move out. I still can keep you locked up here and continue on with what I want. Or lock you up with this chitin. And now if I have this chitin locked up and you try to do your drop, you're going to hurt yourself because now I have the chitin. So also be aware of what it's going to do to you in return for what you plan on doing to me. Yes. Boom. Wham. Got me locked up. Boom. Just like that. Yeah. So this time, go put your foot about right there. There you go. So I'm not, like, you'd feel that, right? So as soon as you feel that, I want you to, so I would do a little bit more of a Ike. There we go. So I would take the up. There you, and that goes here. Oh, you want to go right into the kite? So
That works
do
really
the
well.
do the EQ. Do that EQ from that position. Boom, boom, right here. And that leg should go back a little bit. There we go. So now you can just draw me in and throw me away. Because now, if you feel this, because what's happening is this leg is in front of me now. So now I'm going to do an Aikiatosh and try to drop you there. If I can get my hand in here, good. If I can't, I could injure myself trying it.
So I could just like.
So, but I look at it this way, honestly. I don't train and I don't teach people for competitions. I train and teach people for things that could happen out in the real world. And whether you want to accept it or not, you getting a broken arm versus dying, take the broken arm. Right? So if I'm locked up like this, and if I have a legitimate fear that you're going to actually kill me, you know, I'll attempt this and take that broken arm to get away or to continue. Because I'll be honest, I'll fight you with a broken arm. I don't really care. If my survival's involved, you can fight through pain, and survival will allow you to do that. As a matter of fact, your arm might be doing this, and it doesn't even hurt right then and there, right? So, my broken bones never hurt as much as my muscle tears or tendon tears or things like that. They hurt far worse than a broken bone. I've had them both, so I can tell you. Just me personally, if I was going to have a choice of either having a tendon or a muscle tore off my body, or a broken limb, I'm taking the broken limb.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I still have that muscle right here. Yeah, that's still a piece of muscle that I ripped off. Steve put me in what was it? It was an arm extension of some sort. I don't remember what the technique was. But it popped my muscle off of here and it snapped down into here, and that hurt like a mother. And there's a piece of it right there. It'll always be there. You know, hopefully it doesn't until it gets sucked back into my body. But with all these techniques, there's always a counter, and we don't necessarily a lot just purposely work counter for counter for counter for counter. We do that today. Hopefully, when Steve gets back in a couple weeks, we can do a little bit of this with the counters as well. So let's see here. Yes, the Kote Gyash. So our basic Kotes. So we have Kote Sono Ichi, Kote Sono Ni, and Kote Sono San. This way. And again, it doesn't matter how you hit Kote on this because we're working something completely different. So I like this boom here. I have this Kote Gyash right here. Now this is the very basic. We got several different directions we can go with this. I can either push you this way, or I can do a nice little tinkan and draw you in this way. When I do the tinkan, and this is very, very prevalent with everybody, is you want to pull the arm like this and do the Kote. You don't want that arm out here. Okay, anytime you're doing a Kote Gyash, you want it as close to their body as possible. So I can sit here and just pin it to your chest and drop you this way, or if I want, I can do a tinkan, but I want to keep it as close to your chest as possible. When people do it, when we do it in training, people have a tendency to keep it pretty close like this. And I noticed that people that do it actively go like this, and then they start pulling it way out here. I'm not saying it won't work, I'm just saying it's not as effective as if I keep it here and then turn here and drop you with it that way. Even if it's just here, I can still bring you this way. That's kind of painful. So, work the 3 Kote, boom, yes, yes. Good, good. That's the third one.
This one, no. Trying to remember how. This one is
So we're here, comes up,
yeah.
and then down, straight.
Yeah, this one.
There it is, yeah.
I was about to get there.
You were getting there, you were getting there, boom. And then the third one,
This one.
just roll it and then go under, boom right there.
That's
Yeah.
like, I feel like that's a sunk.
Well, it can be a Sankyo if we're here.
Yeah.
It's a Sankyo. If we're doing the Kotes, this is actually a. If you want to call it a Sankyo, you could call it. So we're here.
1, 2.
Well, go with God here real quick. So I can bring it here like this and lock it up. Boom. And this is how you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's the same
right here.
motion.
It's the same. Yeah.
So,
Boom, boom, there. Yes. And then on this side, I think I grabbed you, Kote Kidori. I grabbed you like this when you were, so if you grab this away, so, and I want to do it, then, I have to bring it up here like this and bring it all the way over here like this.
Yeah.
And this could be a Sankyo. You could also work it as a Kote if you could get it in there, but also I work it as a Sankyo. So we're here, and I just go boom, boom here. When I do it, my palm goes up, my hand comes under, and my fingers are going to grab the meaty part of your thumb, where my thumb hits, boom, here like this, and I'm going to roll your thumb off, boom, and then lock it up and then break it. This right here, just a big snap, will probably break it just like that. Yeah. Yes, just like that. boom, yes. So first one, Kote Dori, I just bring the palm up to your face. My hand comes up and my fingers grip the meaty part where my thumb goes behind your middle finger and ring finger. And then my free hand will come in on the pinky side and roll that, just like that. The first one there here. So with this one, my palm comes up and then my fingers hit the meaty part of the pinky area and then come into the thumb and lock it up this way, and then still gaku. My hand goes under, grips the thumb meat and rolls it this way.
I think what I did was from
here, yes. Yes.
That
and then go right into Sankhya.
Yeah,
yes.
I was like that.
Yes, you can do that, yeah. So if we're here, yeah, you can work that. So I'm here and I just roll it right under here and go right into Sankhya.
I was like,
boom. But you could work it somewhat like a Kote. I grabbed it in a different way. Boom, and then you can lock it up this way here. Yeah, if you want to keep it there. So what we're going to do, so Kote Dori, Kote Sonoich is right here, right? So Aiki, we're supposed to not hurt you as much as possible. So we can lock this up here like this, and that's fine, right? Now, Zenshin Aiki Jitsu has a little bit different value system.
Yeah.
We're a little bit different than, so I can come up and hit you here with the basic Kote, but from here, I got this lock, I'm gonna bring your elbow out, and if I can get it here like this, I can do it like this here. I'm gonna bring my knee in and pop it. It's not just a lift. I hit it here like this, like I'm gonna do a Kote, but I'm gonna bring the knee up, bam! Right on the back side of your elbow. Kick it up, boom, just like that. As I push you down with the Kote. So, boom here, I go here. I lock it up like this, then I go bam, and then I do a Kote Gash. Fun stuff, right?
I felt like fire, and it was specifically, I don't know what it was, like if you hit like a specific nerve or something.
Yes, it's right there.
It was just like fire for this finger. That was it.
So this is there, and then just bring your knee up, bam. Now, the knee and the Kote all act together. Yes. Boom here, and bam, yes, yes.
When your leg goes back down,
Boom, yes, yes.
it's part of the motion.
It is part of the motion. So you grip, I come in, I go boom, boom, boom like this. I go bam, bam, and bam, right there. So when I pop it, I bring it up here like this, and I have it here, bam, bam. That is a Barai right there into the Kote together. Now, if you can hit the Barai, fine. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. Let's go off this other side here. So I bring it up in here like this, boom, smack, stomp, and then there's the Kote Gash. So again, this is a Barai Sono each. That's a Barai too, so it's actually part of it. Boom, boom, there. And then the knee, bam, ready to go.
So if I do my right side here,
Boom.
I mean, I could do the oblique version.
You could, but you're gonna put yourself in a tighter position to try to do yes
Here.
there, and boom, and now you have the Kote Gash. Yes, yes, yes. So if I go ahead and pop off here, and let's say that I use this leg here. Now I don't really have the Kote in this position, so I'm going to have to turn myself to do that. Now I'm not saying you can't, but if I use my inside leg, it just flows right with the Kote Gash. So same with this side here, boom, boom here. If I use my outside leg, I'm going to have to bring it in and tink on it. But if I bring my inside leg in, boom, that just applies to the stomp, the Barai either whichever Barai I decide to use. Because I can hit pretty much, that's fine, you can go back, doesn't matter, boom, boom, I hit boom here. I can hit here, I can hit here, but I can also hit here and sweep, or I can hit here and try to grip and pull. I personally like to go to the outside, because right now there's a lot of pressure, because I'm going here, a lot of pressure on that leg. So I'm not going to be able to sweep this leg out by going to the inside, because that's where all your pressure's at. If I wanted to do something like that, here and go down. So when I come in here, I go pop, I step to the outside, and then I can just bring in Kote and keep this leg locked, and hit this Kote here, and that'll help block that leg if I don't get it all the way behind you. Boom, and there's the stomp, and then if you stay on my foot and do the Kote, I can't fall without breaking your arm. My arm will get broken for sure, but also my ankle and maybe kneecap, yes.
Well, I noticed actually with the oblique
Yes,
instead of the
yeah,
side.
yes.
And this kind of made me do a weird body twist. So this, I feel like when we do number one from there, doing this motion,
Yes.
you're already turning away from it.
Yes.
You know, I feel like
Yes.
that sort of,
And yes,
it's better than doing the oblique version. If that makes sense. So because when you're doing the knee, you're turning this way.
yeah,
It's
yes.
just turning that way.
Yes.
So it sort of lets up off of
And it doesn't matter. So with the Barai, we practice it like this,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing as if I go like this.
Yeah.
There's no difference between those other than where I choose to put them. So I can come in here and go pop, pop, smack, stomp, or I can go pop, pop, smack, stomp.
Yeah.
Either way. And again, depending on, your hands are up, but you're not grabbing me, you're not punching me, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I would go here because this is actually a little closer than this one is. So I would be here and I would go boom like this, boom, smack right into the Kote gas. And I do still have your toes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've ever had a broken toe.
Almost.
They're painful, they're painful. It's not detrimental to your health or anything, but in a fight, it makes it hard.
Yeah.
It makes it hard,
So
so.
can't balance.
Yes, so we're here, we're circling around, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, boom, 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 and there's Kote gas right there, with where I already set it in stage. So again, like I said all the time, with Aiki, we start from this position, from a static position, but we can also, I'm here, and you can create that position without me even having to move. Boom, there, yes, smack and bang, and then there I go down. So I could have easily felt just that. If you would have put just a little bit more pressure on me, I would have felt regardless. So yes, the hands are up. We're not worried about, I give you one of these, give you one of these. Oh, smack, boom, boom, and then there's Kote gas. If I don't want to reach in, I don't reach in like this anyway. If I'm going to reach in, I'm coming in here, right? Boom. And I get a hold of this. Now, people's going to say, oh, he's going to hook you. You're right, he does have a possibility of a hook. I may take a shot to the head.
I also have a possibility of a broken elbow.
I may take a shot to the head, but most likely you're not going to knock me out. You're either going to have a broken wrist or a broken elbow.
Both.
So I will take a hit to make it more harmful for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're here. I can here, because now you're used to this, and you're not used to this.
Yeah.
Boom, so now I get into Honkai, yes. I will lead you to believe that this is what I want. Bam, now I have Kote gas here, boom, boom, smack.
I'm not back by the time you're done, just lock the door.
Okay, absolutely. So I'm here, you pity pat with one of the hands, so I'm used to that, and then you Honkai, boom, boom, right there it is.
Does faking that first, so like when we're doing this, right, we're doing here, right? Does faking this first and then going, is that better?
That's part, yeah, that's part. It's all misdirection.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, 90% of what I do is psychological, it's not physical. So if your hands are up and you know, that isn't a complete Kote, it was more kind of a yawn at that point. But I still had, so I'm here, I still had you used to, bam, there it is. Okay, so I can go boom, 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 there's Kote gas, bang, bang, right there. All I gotta do is get you fixated on where I'm not gonna be. And I'll be honest, that's about 90% of what works.
Yeah.
So if we're here, you know, I go boom, boom, boom. Oh, right there it is. See, you just a split second. So I come in here, I go boom. Now these don't hurt. They don't have to hurt. About 90% or more of what I do to you isn't intended to hurt you.
Yeah.
My punching isn't supposed to hurt you. I can come in and go, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I don't want that to hurt you. I mean, if it does, yay for me. But it's got nothing to do with what I'm really doing to you. Just like the oblique kick. We're here, and I'm here, I'm bam. This keeps you blam. Oh, there's Kote Gyash. Okay? I get you trained on a one tap, one tap, one tap. You know, then I go like that, and when I do that, you see the kick, I go to the hand. Yeah. It's all manipulation of your psyche. That's all it is. So I'm here, you can boom, boom, there's a little kick, boom, there's the kick, boom, kick, up, and there, contact, go to the other side. I don't even remember I have a right side of my body, right? So we're here, boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Okay, oh, all this, you completely forget that's even there. Boom, bam, there you go, boom. Yeah. It's all about just manipulation. Come in here, pop that on the inside. Boom, pop that on the inside. Pop that one on the inside. How many people hit you on the inside of the arm? No, I'll do it to you. I'm here, and these are slaps.
Yeah.
Here's a little, this is just a little slap on that side. No, they don't hurt. Now, if I did it 80 times,
I'd be sore.
they would help. But I don't want to fight going 80, you know, time for me to hit you 80 times. So I'm here, I'm like that, right? Bam! You know, this hand comes in and I tap around a few times, boom, boom, and then I just fake it like this, and you react to it and then snap right on the kneecap. Give me one of those without breaking my kneecap.
So you're going like.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. How many fights have you ever been? Five fights. Has anybody ever hit you on the inside of the hand like that? No. I've been in countless street fights and many cage fights. I can tell you honestly, not one person has ever done that to me, ever. And I don't think it's not something that just occurs. Because what's it going to do? So if you and I are in a normal, everyday mindset of a street thug, my position isn't to do this to you. That's not my position, right? I could just as easily, so if your hands are up, I could just as easily come in and pop you down in the center of the face if I want to try to hit you. That's not what this is doing. This is conditioning you. You know, now you're freaking out, and it's like, snap, and I put one right to your kneecap, and that should end it. Because if you can't chase me, you can't beat me up. All I got to do is, and it doesn't have to break your kneecap. Like I said, a hyperextension or a tear is far worse than an actual break. As a matter of fact, a break heals faster too, by the way. It doesn't hurt as much. It heals faster. Now the psychological effect is still there.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see a broken bone, you're still like freaking out.
And I think my purpose in a conflict like that isn't necessarily to save me from the fight. It's to save everybody else that you would want to do that to later.
Yeah.
My purpose is to teach you that what you're doing is a shit thing and you need to stop doing it, because you get a broken something from me, and then later on you're walking down the street thinking about robbing somebody, then you think about that bone that was sticking out of your freaking leg because you got kicked and snapped. Then you think twice, well, maybe that guy can do even worse to me, so I'm not touching him.
Yeah.
You know, oh, well, grandma here, she may really hurt me and I don't want grandma beating me up. So it's a psychological thing, not necessarily to protect me from you, but to protect everybody else from you. Yeah. So that inside little pat, just don't reach.
Yeah.
So we're here like this here, little movement, and I just, like I'm gonna punch, but I just flick it. Yeah. Yes. Now, not only does that train me for what you're about ready to do to me, but it's just plain damn demoralizing.
Yeah. Like, oh, he could punch me in the jaw.
He can hit me in the jaw anytime he wants. He's playing with me.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'll say this though, from my experience, that doesn't deter stupid people.
That makes him mad.
It makes them mad, right? Yes. So just to let you know, you're not deterring them from this. All you're doing is pissing them off.
Yeah.
The good thing is that a normal street fighter is pretty much a moron anyways, but an angered moron street fighter is even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just completely lost their mind. So you can make them do anything you want once you piss them off.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to piss them off. Do that.
Yeah.
So I'm here, well, damn, that could have hit me right in the face. Or you think this first. So do that again. He thinks, oh, he missed me.
Yeah.
So now his boom, oh, he missed me again. He doesn't know what he's doing. You also get that kind of attitude, right? Yeah. Yes, just a little tap. Yeah, just a little punch. If it hurts me, great.
Yeah.
But it's intended to do that.
Could even go.
Boom, boom. Yes. And then snap. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're just in here and you're like this here and you just, just like this here, and you're just fucking with me. Come in here, you go, shit like that. That pisses them off.
Yes, it does.
But whether they're angry or whether they're just plain stupid, doesn't really matter. If you anger them, they lose even more control.
Yeah.
And then they're going to do something really stupid.
Yep.
But if you can do that to somebody, you got to beat anyways.
Oh, yeah.
You got to beat anyways. And that's when you have to teach them that they made a mistake by attacking you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't start it. You're just going to finish it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. So you get in here and you already know, boom, boom, so I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. You do one of these, do that shit to them.
Yeah.
And that's slow.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can just come in here and you can go, shit like that. And boom, boom, and let them swing a little bit, give them a punch, and pat, bam, right there's the leg.
Yeah.
Especially if they lean in on you, and when they punch, boom, 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 smack, boom, boom.
You do a really long cross.
And you can draw them in, yes. So you can draw them in to punch with that big long punch.
Yeah.
Draw them in with it. That's always fun to do. I actually did do that to somebody once. sitting there, and then they give me that long push, drag it, and just move away from them. You know, like that.
If you were to stay within fighting distance.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
you just threw them away.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, what the, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, at least from my experience, I'm not saying for everybody, that doesn't deter them.
No.
It just makes them want to beat you up even more.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they should know at that point, holy shit, this guy's just playing with me. He could really hurt me, but he's not.
Yeah.
I need to be terrified of that guy, but for some reason they don't think that. I don't know why. I know if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, okay, you win. I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody was just playing around with me like that, I think if I was in the wrong, if I started it, now maybe it's my ego, but I don't think I ever started. I do probably, I had probably added on a little bit so I could get what I wanted, but I never physically started the fight. But this is the psychological crap that you do to people. And again, I'm not fighting MMA fighters, because you can't do a lot of this with MMA fighters because it doesn't work, because you're going to get hurt. But with morons on the street, which is all I'm concerned about, I'm not concerned about freaking Chuck Liddells and you know, freaking Bigfoot Silvas or you know, Brock Lesnar's or people like that. Although I think Brock is a dipshit, but that's beside the point. Diaz's, stuff like that, right? You're not gonna, if you can do that with them, more power to you.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the normal idiot on the street. They really aren't trained. They just really aren't. Karate was actually designed for people fighting people on the street.
Yeah.
Non-skilled people on the street, thugs. That's what karate was originally built for. The more research I do now, the more I appreciate karate. I still wouldn't train it the way it's taught, because it's not realistic. You know, the whole you punch and I'm blocking here or this thing here. They call this a punch.
Yeah.
They call that a punch when it's actually a throw.
Yeah.
It's many things. It can be a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have to be a punch. Low blocks and all that are actually strips.
This is a punch too.
Oh yes, the baboon, this here, which is literally a throw.
Yeah, we practice that sale.
Throw. Yes, we do practice that sales. We do practice that sales. Absolutely. So let's see if I got anything else on the list. I don't think I got anything else on the list. Yeah, that Kote was the last thing. So regardless of how we get into Kote, so we'll do it from the Aiki version 111. So boom, 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 right there. And then that flows into the more Aiki Jitsu where you give that knee. Boom. You can do it there. You can do that. Boom, boom. Yes, boom. And pop
Still a
it there.
little far away because I'm kind of pulling across the bottom.
You have a tendency to be a little further away. You want to keep it as close to the body as possible. I'm here, and I come in here, bam! I just pop it just like this. Even if I don't have it here, and I just boom here, I can do it like that. You know, boom, boom. Doesn't really matter. Even if it's up like this, I'm still going to come up, bam, and pop it. And I can either hit here or I can go back here. Just want to keep this close to the hand or the body. Keep it close to the body here instead of way out here. If I turn it like this, there's so much more play. Tell me when it's too tight to really deal with.
Right there.
Right there. Now tell me when it's too tight to deal with. Yeah. So,
My body moved more.
do I not?
My body moved more. But that's
Yes.
pushing my elbow.
Because I want out here. You have more play.
There's no mechanical.
You have more play.
Yeah.
This gives you more time to hit me.
Yeah.
This gives you less time to hit me.
Yeah. But you're also like, when you do this roll, you twist it.
Yes.
pushes into
It's the same thing we do, it's the same thing we do when we're here.
Yeah.
When I do Shiho. So when I hit Shiho, I bring this in here like this.
Yeah.
So I'm already manipulating your body, and I still haven't even moved. I'm here, boom. And I have you locked up here.
Yeah.
Now, if you make it go this way, and then I do the mean version, I'm gonna throw you over there. Over my legs.
Yeah.
If not, you're just gonna go straight down back this way. And again, if you notice that I'm here, I went down
So it keys up.
to keys out here and lock you up. Instead of trying this. So we're here, instead of trying to go and then turn.
Yeah.
Which I guess could happen, but if you're this low, I'm not wanting to go. You know, I don't want to,
My
yes. So if I'm here like this, locked up on you, boom here. Now here I could just throw you from here.
Yeah.
I've got you enough off balance you could just boom and you're off. Boom, boom here. And then there's the mean version of the Shiho. I love Kizai.
So this here is a super mean EG.
It is. Yes.
You know, when you're here, I mean, it's moving into your, like a good twist.
Yes.
It's moving in there. So, yeah, I mean,
Out there, so I can kind of, and I can manipulate my body.
to where it hurts less.
Yes, but when I'm here, boom, I'm already going back right there.
So you're coming here, kind of like in between.
Boom, there you go, yes. Blam,
I
yes.
wonder how, so like we're doing knee into Barai.
Yes. Oh, it works really well. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It all should flow together eventually. So I bring it up here, I lock this up, I smack, and then there's the step automatically with it, right? If you flow that all together, then it works.
Well, if you do
Boom, boom, and then, yes.
where you sweep it out, you do knee.
Boom, and there it is, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's gonna hurt my shoulder and my elbow.
Yeah.
And maybe even my
Well, because
wrist.
you're gonna drop onto your shoulder.
Yeah, it's gonna, well,
So.
if it's even attached at that point. Honestly, it may not even be attached at that point.
Yeah.
So that's all I really had to work on today was that stuff right there. I guess some of that psychological stuff just kind of threw in there, but we'll definitely, I don't know, you got anything particular for next week? Because it's probably just gonna be you and I again. If there's anything specific, if not, I'll come up with something, but if there's anything that you want to work on from the Aikido stuff or anything else, think about it.
Aikido stuff, I don't know.
You know, okay.
I would like to work on my striking forward,
Okay, we'll do that.
because I'm very heavy on my feet.
Okay, yes,
Because I'm used to just grappling, you know.
yes.
Grappling's move, but
So
they
when
don't
we're up,
get their feet.
when we're up here like this here and you punch,
Yeah.
you know, I'll try to combine it with Aikido because it's just, so I don't get heavy
Yeah.
with my feet. So when you punch, I'm here and I slide in, and then now I can just come over here. I have my Oshuros, I have all this crap here, do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
All right, we'll work on striking with footwork. In an IT-like way, I'm guaranteeing it's going to switch over to a much more
Like a
mean
Salat.
jiu-jitsu stuff. Yeah, Salat and Kali and stuff like that. Because I love Aikido when it comes to the locks and throws like that. But even the locks and throws turn into Kali Salat eventually. They just get mean. It's just how it is. Great. Fantastic. All right. Again, it'll probably be just you and I again next week. If somebody else shows up, great. But we'll work on the footwork-based punching and striking.